Howdy, and welcome to No Shoot Video Productions. I'm Gary Ashorn, and today is our first in a series of videos we will be showing. I want to introduce what we offer here at No Shoot Videos and how we can help you with your video projects. Primarily, we are a video production company focusing on the competition pistol shooting world and help those that participate in this fun sport to showcase their involvement, introduce new shooters, and promote a safe and fun sport. We provide video and shooting training services as well. There are lots of reasons you may need a video. You're a competitor that wants to show off their skills, or perhaps you need to review your skills for training and improving. Now, if you have a business to promote, then posting a video is a great way to do that. No Shoot Video also offers commercial video shooting for products and services you may want to advertise. We can even have scripts written for you and narrators for your presentation. We also do corporate presentation videos outside of the shooting world. Now, we all probably watch some of our favorite shooting programs like Shooting USA or Guns and Ammo. These shows have a large-scale budget and experienced crews that really do a fine job. Well, we can help you have a great video on a good budget to have a great looking product or service video presentation you want to show. In this presentation, I want to focus on you, the everyday shooter that just wants to show friends or what you do at the range or post on social media services to show your fun day. Maybe you have a product or service you want to advertise and showcase. Most of the work I do is from videos the client has already shot for a project or fun. So the most important goal is to start with good video. Today I'm here to help you do your best for whatever project you have. We all have our cell phones to take videos for our activities, and many of us use the POV, point of view, action type cameras strapped to our heads and bikes to capture the movements of whatever we're doing. Many of you have a regular palm camera like I have here, or some of you have the newer DSLR type photo video cameras. Some of you edit your own movies to post and share. Some of you want a more polished video though with graphics, titling, and options. But you don't do movie making and need help. Whether your needs are for fun or for a high-end product, I want to go over a few things that will make your video better, regardless of who's shooting your video or doing the final editing. While much of this applies to all shooting projects, some of the items I'm covering today will be geared to doing videos at the gun range and covering shooting events. So let's cover some of the common cameras, and then I'll mention a few things that come up with people shooting their own video. Now, virtually none of us have cameras like the TV shows. These are high-end, tens of thousands of dollar cameras with lenses that cost more than anything most of us have. Even my camera I'm using for this program is not near what they have, but with good technique and paying attention to some details, your video can look very good. Now, probably some of you still have and use the palm quarter type video cameras like I have right here. Now, they're easy to use, not that expensive, a fairly good zoom lens, some features maybe for audio and digital and or optical stabilization for steady shot. This one is a Panasonic TM900 and it matches quite well. It's a higher end 3-chip front end camera that can do 3D. These are great to do shots for the range or product videos. Next we have are some of the DSLR types, the digital version of the old film single lens reflex photo camera. But these new digital ones do video as well. This is my wife's Nikon D5600 and does a good job of matching. Plus, these come with interchangeable lenses, so you can have a nice wide-angle lens or a nice zoom lens for out on the range. Now, real common these days are the POV or point of view action cameras. Most know the GoPro series. I use the Drift Innovation Ghost series, which I like due to their smaller size and for wearing on headgear and rotating lenses so you can make it level no matter what. One thing to be aware of for shooting with these is many folks put them on top of their hearing protection like I have here. Works great except for a couple of items. One is the heavier models make the hearing protection top heavy and moves while the shooter is running around. The second issue is shooting through portals, really common in USPSA. The camera is above the top of the portal, so all you see is the wall above. One way to avoid this problem is to mount your camera on the bill of your hat. Now, this is where the smaller versions I use come in handy. They're lightweight. The other good point is the video is more in line with what the shooter sees. This makes the viewer feel like they're seeing what the shooter is seeing. So they are more involved in the shooting action. Now, there are mounting clips you can use, or you can just put a camera mounting screw into the bill like I do here and screw the camera to the bill. The most common video camera we all have is our cell phone. This is my cell phone. It has a 4K video camera, and it does a great job. You see video from these on the news and America's Funniest Videos on TV. However, they also give the person using them lots of problems, and they don't know it. Rule 1 for cell phone cameras: hold the camera in a horizontal landscape or sideways position. Don't hold it in the vertical like we would when talking on it. TVs today are widescreen, and if you hold your cell phone up vertical, it doesn't fit the screen very well, and it doesn't look very good, and it makes it harder for editing. Our eyes want to see the screen filled fully, and holding it in the horizontal position makes it fit this TV better. Rule number 2 for your cell phones: watch out for your thumb and your fingers getting in the way of the lens. Rule number 3 for cell phones is trying to use all the fancy things it can do. You can add those later in post-editing, so unless it's for something you want right there as you shoot, just shoot straight, good-looking video, and you can add and edit all the special effects later. These other camera styles don't have these issues so much, so we don't normally see it. But cell phones need to be used so the video looks good on the TV, not for your shooting ease. Now, the goal of the action shot is for the viewer to feel like they're a part of the shooter and watching the shooter and understanding what they're doing. Framing your video shots is how that's done. As a rule, for the range and this type of video, you want to frame the shooter to make the viewer feel like they are with the shooter. To do this, divide the screen up into thirds, both vertically and horizontally. Place the shooter so they are on the first third line from the side, and the gun is level with the top third line. Frame to see the shooter and the direction they are moving, and then the rest of the frame is bringing them into with what the shooter is seeing. This makes editing a lot easier in the end. Now, the next problem for all these cameras is the audio. And you need to make sure that the audio is matching with what your video is. If it isn't, then it doesn't look very well to us. Most will do fairly well, but the POV action cameras are closer to the gun than the others and have less than perfect audio abilities. The loud, sharp crack of the gun distorts many of the POV cameras. Now, I can fix them in post, but it is time consuming and time is money. So these are the pointers to help you shoot the video you need, no matter what it's intended for or maybe used later. But get good video now and it will work for all the rest. Last but most important is safety. If you're shooting video at the range of someone that say is in an IDPA match, they're moving around barriers and doing reloads, etc. The SO is following them to monitor them for safety and time. Do not get down into the stages and to follow them. Don't interfere with the duties of the SO. Stand somewhere that you can get a good shot, but out of the way. Now, if this is a larger match with multiple SOs, ask them if you can stand somewhere or maybe they can help you. They will help if they can, but do not interfere with their jobs. That's all I have for this show. Now, there are other things we can cover and will in the future, but I'll save them for another demonstration. In the meantime, I thank you for watching, and I appreciate you showing your videos that will inform and bring others into this great sport. I'm Gary Ashorn, No Shoot Video Productions, shooting your best shots.